Ladies and gentlemen, we shift our focus to a narrative that stabs the very idea of the Indian Republic, of unity in diversity. Days after being pulled up by the High Court for indulging in hate speech against Sanatan Dharma, the DMK has done it yet again. While it was Udayanidhi Stalin the last time, this time it was Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin who turned around to spew venom. He said that the 2026 assembly elections are a battle between Aryans and Dravidians. What does this really mean? In the Tamil Nadu poll between North and South, but look at the contradictions. He shared power with the Congress in Tamil Nadu. He campaigned with Rahul Gandhi in Bihar. So is he fighting both Congress and Rahul Gandhi? More importantly, viewers, this pattern is familiar from the Lungi Hatao pitch in Maharashtra to insider versus outsider slogans in Bengal to claims of Telangana DNA being better than Bihar DNA. It looks like the India alliance is used to relying on the divide to rule template.
நாங்க பணிய மாட்டோம், துணிஞ்சு ஒரு கை பார்ப்போம். மண் மொழி மானம் காத்திடும் எங்க 2000 ஆண்டு போற தொடர்ந்துடுவோம். 2026 தேர்தல் களமும் ஆரிய திராவிட போரின் மற்றொரு களம்தான்.
It's very unfortunate that we have a chief minister who uses this kind of a language. Why again bring in a divide? When you look at DMK, I think chief minister has been hell-bent upon dividing people. I think Congress and DMK, the only agenda they have is bring in the divide.
In that advanced political scenario, where is Aryan, where is Dravidian? So when they are not confident about their victory, they will take Tamil language issue, they will take state issue, and they will take Hindi issue, and they will take Aryan issue.
This party continues to work against the interests of Tamil Nadu, against the interest of people who vote.
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Well, I want to ask Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, supporter of the DMK, to answer this question. When the BJP divides, when they do Hindu-Muslim, you have a problem. Now, I just ask you in all utmost humility, is this division between Aryans and Dravidians not another divisive tool that is being used? After all, the Congress leaders in the past have used North India should be a separate country and South India should be a separate country, or the Gaumutra states and their development. These kind of statements have come. I want to ask you, somebody as responsible as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, should he be making such divisive statements?
If you are looking that as a divisive statement, then we can't help it out, because the founding principles of the Dravidian parties and the Dravidian ideology stands, which is totally against the Aryan ideology, which always suppress the people, which has been doing it for the last 2000 years. And after the inception of the Dravidian ideological party, Justice Party, by 1910, the Tamil Nadu have gone through a series of phases, making sure the Tamil Nadu put in the top 3 spots in every indices, because we stood firmly against the social justice, which was the Aryan ideology, which they want to go ahead and classify each and every people on their race, creed and religion, and which has been vehemently opposed by the DMK. And that is the reason where the social justice has been enormously performed across the length and breadth.
There are social issues. There are social issues in every society, sir. But to club all Aryans under this, well, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, you're a Tamilian as well. Unless, of course, Mr. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim will undertake, the task of giving you a label of whether you're a true Tamilian or not. Do you believe that this Aryan Dravidians difference that has been created is really the beginning of Dravidian politics and therefore not divisive?
Navika, I am absolutely appalled by the breaching of the limits of scientific ignorance right now by my good friend Harish. There is no such thing as Aryan, okay? The Dravidian thing is limited to languages, if at all. There was something called ANI and there was something called ASI. Please, I don't know when you quit science, but at least I'm hoping till 7th or 8th you were taught science. Ancestral North Indian population, ancestral South Indian population. There was absolute and near complete mixing of the two for thousands of years. And there is no such thing as Aryan migration, Aryan immigration, Aryan invasion, for heaven's sake. We have the Rakhigarhi DNA. We have the Sanoli chariot.
It is there.
When will you go back to science? I know you are advocate.
No, it is there. Where does the Kiladi, then are you accepting Kiladi? Are you accepting the Kiladi excavation?
I did not interrupt this gentleman.
The Tamil civilization is the first civilization.
Navika,
No, that is what
this is
you have to accept the Kiladi excavation then.
And these are the people who are giving certificates to whether somebody should deserve a Padma Award in Tamil Nadu or not. I am saying it in Hindi so that you go back and look up at least the chat GPT.
Don't say it in Hindi, Anand Ranganathan. Your Tamilian badge will be taken away because Hindi is not an acceptable language for them. That is another, core issue this election, on which language you speak. So Vivek Srivastava, I want to ask you. You don't find this divisive?
Yeah.
You don't find this as yet another way of creating a barrier between the north and the south of India? Do you think we are separate nations? Are you going to be like Mr. DK Suresh Kumar, who actually came out with this, that South India should be a separate country?
Ambedkar didn't believe in Aryan invasion.
No. I'll tell you. Hold on, sir. It is not about the division of the country. It is about the imposition of Hindi, Hindu, Hindustan on the whole nation. RSS ideology, which is what the DMK is against. It is not against the nation. It is not against any race. 6 races constitute India. Go to any department of anthropology.
Aryan invasion theory has been debunked, my friend, not once, not twice, but by everybody who has researched this. And I can ad nauseum name the various studies that have debunked this theory. Why do you want to hang on to this?
Then don't give reservation to the Dalits. So there are no Dalits, there are no backwards, there are no Dravids, atrocities were never done, wars were never fought, gods were never different.
I mean, just because you debunk the Aryan invasion theory, so Dalit reservations will go. Pradeep Bhandari, does politics definitely preclude any logic?
Well, I'll tell you their issue is those who do not consider a Sanatan being called dengue, malaria, AIDS as divisive or hate speech will always come up with these bogus theories. Because the truth is that the crime against Dalits in Tamil Nadu has gone up by 45%. Every 2 hours, there is a girl who's sexually abused in Tamil Nadu. And these are the same people who even went to bully the Madras High Court judge who ruled in the favor of the Tamil people when they had the right to practice their faith and light the Deepam.
At least
those
who are participating in the public life
those
now.
who are against Tamil language will always try to bring a fictitious narrative so that the attention shifts away from their governance, misgovernance, and from their distaste towards people of Tamil Nadu. That is the reality.
The basic question is, if you have to come into this Aryan invasion and create a difference between the Aryans and the Dravidians, does that mean development issues, problems of the people, finally, you have admitted that they are not an issue this election?
He has nothing to show.
We are not creating the division. We are making sure the division which has been created for 2000 years should be set in place with bringing the social justice
in place. You are the party in power over there for God knows half a century. And you are sitting and blaming others for the division that has been there. I mean, I really don't get it, ladies and gentlemen. For those who find a problem in Padma Awards being given to election-bound states, today are telling us that the Aryan invasion theory of centuries ago is what they will rely on in this election? I mean, does it make any logical sense to you? Is this what people of Tamil Nadu really, is this their battle? Is this an election issue for them? I don't know. I really don't get it. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on the News Hour tonight. With that, it's a wrap. Good night, be safe, and a very happy Republic Day to each one of you in India and Indians.